Our application of our math standard, we have 13 out of 100. I can also write it like I did on our daily ticker, 13 hundredths, and I can also write it as a percent, 13%. Once again, all of these are representations of 13 pieces out of something that's been cut up into 100 pieces. The denominator of a fraction is always what the whole has been cut up into, and the numerator is how many of those pieces are we referring to? What's the value of the fraction? With the decimal, anything to the second place value, like we covered on our ticker, is also automatically always cut up into 100. Now with a fraction, the way the fraction differs from a decimal and a percent is a decimal and a percent, it's always cut up into 100. Because this is a hundredths place value, and percent means out of 100. But with fractions, we can get some other things that we'll go into a little bit later. But just always remember this, the denominator is what the whole has been cut up into. Well, let's go over here to our pattern, and we are looking to see if we can simplify. How many of you right off the bat, because of our patterns that we've discussed on our calendar math, how many of you can see that 13 has its special number that you already know it's in simplest terms? If you know, send a message on our lesson plan document and explain how, without even having to list its factors, how did you know that 13 100ths is already in simplest form? If you knew that 13, its factors, and remember factors, fac means to make, like a factory, and the answer to a multiplication problem is called a product. Just like a shoe factory or a car factory comes up with a product. And so the factors that come up with this product of 13 is 1 and 13. Now, is that it? Well then, bing, 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 we have a winner! That means this is prime, because a prime number is a number that its factors are 1 and itself. And because we know the factors of 100 do not include 13, we know that you cannot divide the numerator nor the denominator by any common factor, so our fraction is in simplest form.